Welcome to part 26 of Looky Here. And this is June the 30th, 2024. And the Lord has been really just popping it today about different things. But I'm going to reiterate a little bit of stuff that I was just saying in the last part. Ministers, we certainly should be telling people where God has brought us from. God has delivered me from cutting my hair, ladies. God has delivered me from dressing in men's apparel, ladies. And if God is going to deliver me from this, and it's the same for me, for you as it is for me, then certainly you have to be delivered from that. And if you're not allowing yourselves to be delivered from that, then you're not allowing God to be free in your life. You're not allowing Him to operate inside of you the way He needs to. He's not free. He's not free to use you. And then you're wondering why God doesn't use you like He uses me. Same for you men. You're wondering why God doesn't use you like He does me. Well, you're not giving Him the liberty to do so. You're saying, okay, God, well, yeah, okay, Lord, I'll fix this little thing, but I'm not going to give you my tobacco. I'm not going to give you my drink. I'm not going to give you my smokes. I'm not going to give you my vape. I'm not going to give up my marijuana smoking that I do on the side. Nobody knows I'm a token on or vaping on. I'm not going to give you my drugs that I get from my doctor, any of them, because I got to have them on mind-altering drugs to survive. I'm not going to give you any of this stuff, Lord, but you're free to come and sup with me, Jesus, and you're free to use me. No, He's not. Because you are not abiding in Him. You're abiding in them. If you're abiding in drugs and alcohol and cigarettes and chew, any kind of tobacco products, all this stuff is drugs. It's all witchcraft. It was all designed to drag you away from God. Put your trust and faith in those things and not the Lord. You holler you got to have these things because it's like nerve tonic for you. Well, who invented such a thing? Who invented nerve disorders? Who said that there was such a thing? The devil. The Catholic Church started saying everything was mental disorders instead of demonic possession. I got news for you. It don't matter what the Catholic Church says. It's still demonic possession. You have a devil if you need these things. You got to cast it out. You got to have it casted out. Prayer and fasting. Yep. These things have to go. Are you looking upon someone else to lust after them? Is this something you're not wanting to give up? Well, that's of the devil too. That's a demon. If you're wanting to have sex with people and you're not married to them, that's fornication if you're not married. It's adultery if you're married and wanting to do that. We're not supposed to do these things. I'm trying to cover all the bases. Men, if you're lusting after other men, well, we know that's an abomination. Women, if you're lusting after other women, that's an abomination. If you're doing these things and this is what you hanging on to, and you saying, okay, God, you can work with me. No, you hanging on to the devil. He can't work with you. You already got your God. Go your way. If you will not turn loose your idols, these things are clearly your idol gods. If you won't turn them loose, you can't hang on to Jesus. There's only enough grip in our hands for us to hold the one God. Jesus should be that God. But if you won't put down nothing for him, you certainly ain't his. You ain't worthy of him. If you won't put down everything for him, you are not worthy of him. And you certainly will never be 144. Don't tell me I don't know how hard it is. I've been living it for the last several years. I know how hard it is. I know how lonesome the moments get when there's nobody there but Jesus. And frankly, I get a little tired sometimes of complaining to him about stuff. To be honest. I hate going to him every time that I'm broken. Saying, look, Jesus, I'm broke again. You've done so much for me, but here I am again, broken again. My heart's broke. But I got nobody else to talk to about this, Lord. So here I am. I got nobody else I can trust. Here I am, Lord. I got nobody else that wants to hear from me. Here I am, Lord. I get up every day knowing there is no one glad that I am still breathing the breath of life. Except for the Lord. And I get up and I go on anyway. As hard as life is. And I do it for the Lord. Because somebody has to be here to tell the rest of the world who Jesus really is. Because the ministers aren't doing that anymore. They're too busy trying to fill their pockets with filthy lucre. Coveting what other people have. God delivers me every day from pain. Without medicine, without pharmacia. I don't run to the little white coats. I don't believe in them. What good would it do me to go to them? Because I know they can't help me. And if God won't, then it won't be done. There's no need for me to go to them. And if God will not heal me, there's still no need for me to go to them. Because they can't help me if he won't. If he says no, then they can give me every medicine known to man. And it's not going to do a thing because he's not going to let it. And y'all want to believe that these medications are helping you. That's sorcery. That's witchcraft. God is not going to use witchcraft. Especially when he told Saul to destroy all the witches. And then you want to say that God is going to use these things. He don't need witchcraft. He's God. He don't need nobody's help to do nothing. He's God. All power was given to him. In heaven and in earth. He don't need no help. He don't need our help. But the fact is, he wanted our help. He wanted to include us because he loves us. That's why there's gifts and calling. He poured himself into us. But if you don't want that, and you want to walk away from this world, you are not fit for his kingdom. And that's the truth. You're not fit for his kingdom. If all this garbage means more to you than he does. And I said garbage. I don't care if it's a phone, a tablet, a car, a house, $1 million mansion even. I don't care what it is. Trump Tower, penthouse, whatever. I'll throw Babylon in there for free. What do you think that is? That is Babylon. Why he got to be way up there on 44th floor anyway? 42nd floor, 43rd floor. I don't care what floor he's on. It don't make no difference to me. It's way up there in the air like he's God. Y'all need to use a modicum of wisdom and knowledge about these things. All the leaders have set themselves up above everyone, trying to be above God. And y'all seem to think that's okay. It's not okay. But you want to run and grab a pill for everything these days. Or a shot. Oh, I gotta lose weight. I'm gonna take a shot. Honey, we used to do that the old-fashioned way. That's the way I still do it. It's called work it off. Diet. Exercise. Fasting. Fasting's a great way to keep to lose some weight. And it's good for your soul too. But actually moving about, getting up and moving will help that. Instead of just sitting lethargically by the wayside. Well, I work all day. Well, what do you do at work? Sit in a chair? I don't sit in a chair. I'm on my feet, depending on how many hours I'm there that day. I'm on my feet from the time I get there to the time I leave, except for my little 30-minute break. That's all I get. And Lord, I pray that it's in the middle of my shift so that I can have a break in the middle of the shift, because with this one bad foot, because I'm just now getting back on it good. And sometimes it gets a hurting so bad and it swells so bad. And I can feel them bones are sticking me. And it just hurts so bad. And I'm just like, Lord, take over. Jesus, take the wheel. But I won't use nothing for pain. I'm not going to do that. That's witchcraft. What I need that for? I got Jesus. And he's a healer. Ain't nobody can take pain like he can take pain. Ain't nobody can help. Ain't nobody can cure illness but the Lord. Don't tell me they invented a cure for cancer. Don't tell me they invented this and that they invented that. That's bull crap. They didn't invent nothing but lies. Jesus is the only cure for anything. And I'm straight out serious about that. Jesus is the only cure for anything. And this is the way the Spirit is leading me, and I'm just talking this stuff out with you because it's time for us to get back. The house of God has to be the house of God. And there's only one way to do that. And that is for us to build the true temple of God in ourselves, according to the scriptures. But we don't need to be ashamed of our past and where God has brought us from. That's our testimony. And I am so grateful for where God has brought me. No, it's not the same place He brought you from. That's what's unique and great about it. God brings us all from a different place. But we're still family. We're still fitly joined in the body where He wants us. He's an amazing God. Jesus is so amazing. And he's on time. And he always knows how to work things correctly. See you in the next part.